talk about habits. There's so many different types of habits that we all have. Some people wake up in the morning and they drink coffee. Some people have very, very different habits. Some people have habits that are healthy. Some people have habits that are unhealthy. And today I want to do a little reading from my book, From the Path of Least Resistance. This is my little mock-up little cover. This is what it does look like, although I'm still waiting. My publisher said that they're going to be delivering it to me. So you can't even read this on this thing. It's so itty-bitty. It's itty-bitty. So wait to buy the book until May 21st. So we are 8 days out. We're 8 days out. I need everybody to buy it on the same day. So if you already bought it, send it back and buy it on next Friday. Not tomorrow, but the next Friday. So I wanted to talk to you today about habits. Habits create your success or your failures, and good habits obviously will help you achieve all of the goals that you want, and bad habits don't, for obvious reasons, right? And it's kind of like a no-brainer, but really it's about the looking into your life and seeing where you have bad habits, because everybody has bad habits. Everybody, even the most angelic person still has bad habits. So it's being able to identify where those habits that you are, all these actions that are repetitive, that you're on the same cycle, the same motion. So I flipped to my chapter here, Create New Habits for Success. So I'm going to do a little reading from my book. So I hope you guys enjoy. Did you know that it's easier to prevent rather than cure disease? Yet most people wait until they're diagnosed with cancer or an autoimmune disease, diabetes, heart attack, or stroke before they start making positive changes for their health. This forces them to either get surgery or endure painful medical treatments, and often turns into a lifetime of taking prescription drugs. This modern American mentality is literally killing us, destroying our quality of life, and taking too many much too early. Create new habits for success in any area of your life that you desire, and start now, because now is the best time to do it. Now is the best time. It's the moment that you're thinking about it is when you have the most fire lit underneath you. And it's when you first start thinking about, should I call that person? Call them right then. That's a sign. It's a sign from the universe. You have the most energy behind you when you are thinking about it at that current state. So habits and beliefs are a part of what determine your health and your longevity. Creating new habits in your life can and will set you free from suffering now and in the future. So if anything isn't working in your life, it's because you don't have a system for success set up in its place. Creating empowering habits allows you to transform any area of your life into exactly what you were born to live into. Create strong, fun, and powerful habits to set you up for success. Health is simple when you have a system for it. It's not a complicated thing. You are meant for vibrant health. That's true. We are meant for vibrant health. Our body naturally heals itself when we stop putting toxins into it. It's your beautiful human birthright. So here's 5 examples that can make habits that have an immediate impact on what your health looks and feels like. So just 5 little things. So if you want to grab a pen and paper, go ahead and grab it. So the first area is plan a plan for your success and health. A lot of people say, well, I just couldn't do it, or oh, it just didn't work out. I was like, well, because you didn't plan it. So if you're not purposely planning to succeed, then you are unconsciously planning to fail. So when it comes to your health, which there is no other thing that's more important than that, because without your health, you don't have anything. So plan for your success in health. Make a commitment to healthy nourishment. Fast food is killing society. It's time to put the fast food industry away once and for all. Go grocery shopping at the beginning of the week. Get all the ingredients that you need to make your meals, and then make it all on one day. Take that Sunday night. And it's pretty easy to plan out and prepare all your meals for the week. And that's what I do. I take one day or a half, like 4 hours, and I plan out all my food for the whole week. And in the winter season, I have a crock pot. It's going at all times. And then anybody who even comes to visit can be nourished. You can freeze meals in a separate container so that you can take them to work. I use mason jars so I can just grab them and go. And put snacks in your car for when you're stuck without food. I don't know about you, but I can get hangry. It's where you mix hungry and anger together when you don't eat when you need to eat. So I always have snacks in my car also, because I'm setting myself up for success, especially if I want to be pleasant to people. I want to make sure that I have food and snacks around me all the time. So that's number one. Number two, move your body. Move it. Move it. You don't move it, you lose it. When you stop moving, your body starts degenerating. And if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay? See if I can do. Oh my gosh, I did. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's my little ponytail flip for you guys. That was a special treat. That's extra. It's funny, New Year's resolutions are filled with broken promises around exercise. So make it a habit to get up and stretch each time you go to the bathroom. So if you work at an office job, just stretch, move your body, get some oxygen in that blood flow, maybe shake it out. A lot of times when you jump up and down, if you have a rebounder, that's a really great thing that you can do too. But if not, you can just jump like 20 times up and down and shake out your whole body, like blah, blah, blah. And that it excites your cells. Oh, Stella, come here. She wants to come say hi. So, hello, everybody. This is cell phone. This is cell phone. Yeah. Okay. So, we were talking cell phone. She doesn't care. She likes to interrupt everybody. So, it's all good. So, those of you who have family members who are just like, I can't do it because my kids, make it a family outing. Make it your daily routine to go take a walk around the block, either with your whole family, or you could take a walk around the block before you go to work or when you get home. Maybe grab a friend or grab a neighbor to go with you. There's a lot of other people too that need to move their body more as well. So if you have someone to hold you accountable, like your neighbor, to be like, hey, would you want to go for a nightly walk around this time after dinner? Find somebody who also has the same goals in mind so that you can do those things together. And generally, neighbors are a great place to start. And it also gets you to know your neighbors. And chances are whoever that you ask to do this has been saying the same thing that you've been saying, and they need to get as much exercises as you do. And do something for 20 minutes every day and start today. So it could be going for a 20-minute walk, it could be jogging in place, it could be doing jumping jacks. Either way, do something and do it for 20 minutes every single day. I like to send videos of my workouts to my accountability buddy to hold myself accountable. And I go further into this in my book, but it's really important to have someone to hold you accountable, because ultimately we don't want to ever disappoint anybody else, right? But with ourselves, we're like, oh, well, I guess I could just skip it today. And I just completed my 10-day challenge yesterday from working out. I was like, yeah, it's not huge and big, but it's like firm and tight now. That feels good. And I took one day off today because it's nice to do one rest day for your body. So number three is the supernatural power of fasting. Educate yourself, obviously, and then clear it with your health professionals first before going gung-ho into a fast. I suggest reading this book. This guy, Dr. Jason Fung, wrote this book. It's like the complete guide to fasting. That's a really quick, easy read to read about it. But fasting allows your body to rest, for one, and number two, it allows your body to start dumping all of this stuff that it has been storing in it because of the toxins that you breathe in the everyday air, or toxins that are in your foods, toxins that are in everything, that even in radiation. So it's a really great way to get your body to dump out those excess toxins that's just been storing for years and years and years. And I suggest grabbing someone to do it with you. So if you have a partner, maybe do that. Start with a full day of water fasting and then go from there. The benefits are mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. Giving yourself and your body a chance to heal and rejuvenate on this deep cellular level, it drops excess weight right off of you. So when we put toxins inside of our bodies encapsulate the toxins that we put into our body or that we're exposed with fat. And so that it won't be absorbed into your organs or hurt us. And then it just sticks it somewhere, right? And a lot of this can be emotional trauma as well. It encapsulates it with fat, stashes it away. And some people even get lumps in their body in weird places where there's like this built up an excess of fat in one area that your body just needed somewhere to put it and just stuck it right here, right? So I had one in my back and it was right on my spine and it was very, very painful. I thought it was cancer. I thought I was dying. And the doctor said, "Oh, that's perfectly normal." And I was like, what? I don't know people with like lumps all over them. And he's like, "No, it happens all the time." And I was just thinking to myself, wow, like this is what, I guess it does happen all the time because that's how unhealthy we are, but that's not something that's supposed to happen. I mean, it is supposed to happen because it's a way of our bodies protecting us. But when you fast, you can actually allow those things to release and be gone out of your body. But you need to be able to stop eating and just flush with water. And you want to use distilled water. You want to use the highest quality distilled water when you're fasting. You don't want to use tap water. You could use spring water if you need to, but that's about it. Distilled water is going to be the best. It's going to be the most effective. So fasting allows our body to release those toxins in a safe way. So you don't have to get surgery. So I suggest starting with intermittent fasting first, and then try one day to see how you feel. So if you can shrink the time during the day that you eat. So for instance, if you get up at 7, you normally eat by 8, and then you get home at 8 and you eat dinner by 9. See if you can shrink those hours, because most people eat for about 12 hours a day, and that's a long time. That's 12 hours that your digestive system doesn't have time to repair. And they say that most sickness starts between your mouth and your hoo hole. So it's important to give yourself some time to rest with that. And then you can work your way up to more days. And, some people, if they're really healthy, you can just like jump in and go for it. I would say speak to your doctor first to make sure that you can do it. And again, you only want to drink distilled or spring water. That is the best way to do it. And also when you're fasting, you want to do an enema as well. So if you have a hard time doing an enema yourself, what I would do is I would go get a colonic, and you want to do an open-ended colonic. You don't want to do the closed colonics. And so for those of you who don't know what a colonic is where they take water and they put it inside of your rectum, and then they cleanse all of your, yourself out, and then it drains out again. So a closed system colonic is the equivalent of, say you just drank a smoothie, right? You have your glass, say that's your intestine, and you just fill it with water. You let the water fill up to the top and it sits there, and you hold it there, and maybe you kind of like swirl it around a little, and then you pour it out. Is your glass clean? No, it's not. An open-ended colonic, which is what I suggest doing, is an open-ended colonic is basically like you take your smoothie glass, you drink your smoothie, you're done, you finish, and then you have the water trickling very slowly on it, and it's pouring in, and it's swirling around, and it's coming out. And so it's pouring out the entire time while water is going in. Water's going in, and water's going out. And that, my friend, is an open colonic. And those are the ones that are the healthiest, the safest, and the best. So I highly recommend those. Although an enema is just as is efficient. If you can't go and get a colonic and enemas, you can get an enema bag at your closest pharmacy, and they're maybe around $10-15. And what I would use is only use distilled water or pure spring water. You could use that as well. And then you lay in your bathtub, you put it in, you let it sit there, and then you massage your stomach, and you massage your stomach in a clockwise motion. And you sit there for as long as you can. I try to do 30 minutes if you can while you're doing the massage. And then you can stand up and then go release it in the toilet. So it's not like you're doing it in your bathtub, for those of you who don't know how to do it. So, and if you have any other questions on colonics or enemas, I'm happy to answer those questions. You can just private message me. So the fourth way that is the best way to make a plan and a success for your own health is to forge strong social connections. We are social beings. We're social creatures, even if we're hermits, which I have become, since writing my book, I have definitely become very, I wouldn't say antisocial, but I would say shyer, even more shy than I already was. And then just kind of all more just lone wolf style. But we still need that connection. We still need that connection because we connect to other people's electrical grids, and humans are physical and social beings. We need touch, and we need connection and deep, long-lasting friendships. So they've done studies on these babies that were never touched, and they died. All of them died because we humans need physical touch. We need connection. We need even just a voice connection. So the communication that we get through social media, messaging, and texting does not count. We have to feel another person's circuitry and the vibration of their voice to fulfill our human needs. And it's essential for us to have a connection. Pets are lovely for this. Isn't that right, cell phone? She wants to go outside. So my sweet little cell phone is my saving grace. So I hope this was helpful for you all, and sending you guys all love out there. May 21st. So please buy my book. Sign up on, get the link on my Facebook invite and join the Path of Least Resistance Facebook community. I can't wait to see you guys all in there. Mwah. Au revoir. La da 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 da.